Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We're streaming this webinar to LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you have any questions, just write them down in comments, and we'll try to answer them on the fly. Also, this webinar is recorded, and so it will be possible to take a look at this a bit later as well. Anyway, I see that there are some already watching, so let's get started. First, I will introduce ourselves. My name is Agris. I am co-founder of Distant Race. Then we have here also Edgars. He's also a co-founder. And we have Eva as well. And she is our marketing guru. You can say hello to everybody. We can test your mics.
Hello.
Hi.
Good. So it works. Awesome. Today's topic is, I'll open up the presentation. So today's topic is become an organizer for your own sport challenge, together with Distant Race. Today we'll not dig deep in details, but we will give you some overview of what's possible and what we provide and what's coming new in our platform. Also, we will have more webinars in future, I think in near future, but let's see, about specific topics on organizing specific challenges and different stuff. So don't forget to follow us on all those social media sites. It's LinkedIn. We are also on Instagram and I don't know, in Facebook we are also. But I think this thing Eva knows better. Yeah, and we will keep you updated there. So just follow us and you'll know when there's new webinar coming up with new details. So let's start then. So who we are? We are Latvian-based startup, and we are building a platform called Distant Race that allows anyone to organize sport events in our platform. It is possible to organize many types of sport events in our platform. It can be a competition, it can be a real competition, it can be a virtual competition, and also challenges. So if you compare what's competition and what's challenge, I would say that competition is something on time, right? In the competition, you have to be first. In challenge, you have to collect kilometers. You have to collect something. And we have different types of challenges in our platform as well for collecting kilometers and calories and different more challenge types. But I'll talk about those a bit later in this webinar. But to make it clear, we are not organizing those events. We are providing platform so that anyone who wants can organize those events themselves. So we are just a platform, and you can use us to organize those events. So I think that's it from me now. I will give word to Eva, and she will tell more why challenges are a really nice thing to have in the company internally. So Eva, it's your turn to say something.
Thank you, Agris. So we all know that daily sport activities have a great impact on one's everyday well-being, but how to organize it in an easy and effortless, but at the same time motivational way? Sports activities shared between co-workers can improve mental and physical health, boost work productivity, balance stress level, and reduce procrastination. Sports challenges also boost team spirit, especially now when, yes, many are still working remotely. Challenges give good motivation and healthy competition between coworkers. And of course, it works even better if workplace offers motivational awards for those who are participate in common events. But there are a few things that every organizer has to keep in mind when organizing sports events. Agus, it's your turn again.
Thank you, Eva, for some deeper information on this thing. So let's check if you have any questions. It seems like we don't have any questions yet, so we can continue. I'll tell you more about what's important when you organize sport events. So the topic is now things to take care of when organizing events. And you as an organizer, for sure, you want your participants to have the best experience possible. And for participants to run or cycle and record a workout is pretty easy. You don't need a smartwatch. It's enough that you have a mobile phone in your pocket and where you have started your workout. But the question is, when the workout is recorded, how you will get the data as organizer. And in our experience, we have had multiple companies, and to be clear, before they found us, that used Excel or spreadsheets or something like that. And basically, they asked participants to send in screenshots from their sports app, and somebody in the company just put it down in the Excel and shared with the co-workers, and that kind of works. But what we are doing, we are collecting data automatically, and when we get to things like teams and standings and other different data, the visualization, then spreadsheets doesn't work anymore. And then we come in and we can help. And also important, when a participant send in the data, you have to validate it. Because in our experience, before some companies before using us, they were asking for those screenshots, as I told before. And in many sport apps, in screenshot you'll see moving time, and basically you can cheat by pressing pause and making short sprints, and at the end you have pretty good results, but it's kind of cheating. And we solve that thing by validating the data that's sent in our platform. Yeah, and let's continue. Regarding data collection, we have a lot of integrations in our platform, and you can see all those logos here. They're all we have integrated them all. And the next thing is when the event is happening, right? You'll want to send out diplomas for those who have finished the activity, the event, and they have results. And this is something that we also provide. You can build a diploma in our platform and send it out to all the participants that have participated. And we have a lot of functionality, and that can be used by organizers. But today I'll not go in details. We'll have a separate webinar for all the different features and specific challenge types. But for participants, it's important to have different types of events, right? And you cannot have the same challenge every month. You cannot ask ask the participant to do the same challenge as I told you every month. So that's why we have different types of competitions and challenges available. Yes, and I'll tell you a bit more about what can be organized in our platform. So we separate all those events in two parts. As I told at the beginning, those are competitions, and then we have challenges. We support starting from mass competitions, where you can organize mass competition, and we provide everything there, starting from registration, payments, start lists, and we also integrate with timing systems. We take the raw data and we calculate the results ourselves. And also, when you are having mass competition, we allow you as an organizer to sell some additional products. The most popular are, for example, t-shirts or something like that, and you can sell those things with your when the participant registers for your competition. And on the race day, as I told you, we do real-time result calculation. We send the results in the WhatsApp messages instantly. When the participant finishes his race, he gets the result in his phone with the diploma, if you have created one in our platform. We have tested, of course, also SMS sending, but participants are much happier to receive well-formatted WhatsApp message with a link to the diploma, and that works much better, I would say. Then we have distant competitions. We started supporting such races in the COVID era. Basically, you as an organizer can mark a track, and everyone has to take the same track. That's a pretty nice way to compare the results, because everyone will have to take the same track, the same hills, everything the same. So the results are more comparable. And yes, if there is some dangerous places on the track, we allow to make segments of that track so that we don't calculate from start to beginning, but we take out some parts that are dangerous, I don't know, big road crossings or something like that, and we calculate the aggregated result from that track. So and the easiest thing to create is virtual competition. You have to specify how many kilometers have to be done and a time frame when it has to be done, and yeah, it can be a day or a week or more, whatever time that suits your requirements. And participants have to race on those dates, and they can do it multiple times, and we'll take the fastest time. For example, you can create a virtual competition who will do fastest 10Ks, right? And in a week, and everyone has that week to participate and try to beat each other in 10K race. All right, so that was about competitions, but then we have challenges, and I would say that's the most interesting event type, because it is much simpler to create. You have to specify what kind. Example, who will do the most kilometers this month by bicycle, and that's it. Share the link with your colleagues, and you will have your private challenge. Of course, if you dig deeper, then you can also specify teams that every participant has to pick, so that results are not just individual, but also which team will be the most active. And we have different types of those challenges. Just name it: calories, active days, time challenge. We have also CO2 challenge, where you can ask your colleagues to come to work by bicycle, and we'll calculate how many CO2 has been individually and together saved. Then we have also virtual track. We have like everything what you can imagine. And there's a lot of configuration possibilities, but I will not go in details in that. We will have a separate webinar for each challenge type that you could like to organize. And the most interesting part is when you combine those events. For example, collect kilometers all month, and at the end of the month you can have a virtual race. Who will do those 10K fastest? And that works pretty well, and we can have also standings in our platform where users can can have a look at the standings, at the results within multiple months, multiple races, and yeah, that's pretty nice. Of course, we are upgrading our system all the time, and we have also mobile app in our in development process, soon to be launched. So we have a lot of in our pipeline currently, and now I'd like to ask Edgars to show how to create a small challenge within our platform now, so that you can see that it's pretty easy. And yes, Edgars, your turn now.
Okay, thank you, August. So let's turn to practical part of this webinar, and I will show you how to create a challenge in the. So I have created an account on this device. In our front page, just find create an event button, click on it. So first of all, you have to create a new the space where all your events will be located. So okay, create new club. You can organize it as on your own, or maybe on behalf of your company. I will create an event as a decentralized company. Okay, create new. So your club has been created. Now we just specify event name. Pick starting date. Let's say 2 days from now. Select duration. This all you will be able to change this later. And pick event type. Here we have templates of our most popular challenges. So let's say create running challenge. Okay, create an event, and that's it. Your event has been created. Now we are in the board of the event, and here you can see all tabs. For example, here will be all participants. Here in settings, you will be able to upgrade all functionality of your challenge if you maybe need additional data. Okay, and basically that's it. Now we can go to events page. And here it is. This link is not shared across our platform with other users. So this is like private link, what must be shared to your participants. So I can apply. Here, all must agree that participant will share his with you, including personal data and activity data, and including the activity GS data. So you can check all activities if you want. So apply to challenge, and I'm in. So here we can see participants. I'm in challenge, and if we go back to our manager view, here we in the club dashboard, here are active events and only one participant. And yes, that is how it works. And also, I have noticed there are public events in our platform. Events that is shared across all users. So if you want to create a public event, contact us, because in the public events we need to do some validations. So maybe, and another way how to create challenge: pick some of the that is organized by distant trace, and just copy it and show the name, pick the date, and copy event. And it is next event that is successfully copied. So on the dashboard, you can see that you now have 2 events. So I think that is all for me today, and I will let Chris tell you about pricing of the events.
Thank you, Edgars. That was really nice. I think that was clear how to do it, and yes, I'll now talk about the pricing and that part of the system. So for free, you can get 10 participants for the event, and then we have upgrade possibilities. Edgars, can you press that upgrade button that's at the top?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. So here you can see that you can upgrade to more participants in here. They have pricing visible here as well, and I'm not sure if I have anything to add. If you have many more participants needed, then you can contact us. Other way, you can just, if you need 1,000 participants, then you have to buy 2 times 500, for example. Basically, you can add more participants on the fly, and we still have we also have different pricing policy for those who organize public events for a fee. In that case, you have to pay percentage from the fee that participants pays to you. So that's a bit different pricing policy, and you have to contact us if you want to have public event where you're selling participation for a fee. And yeah, that's it. But I wanted to add that we are still a growing startup, and we are open to any crazy idea for any new challenge that you would like to have. So just ping us, and maybe we can think of something.
Yes.
We are
Can I add
open.
something?
We are open for new ideas and cooperation. Yes, Edgars, please.
Yes, Agnes didn't say that we don't limit our platform functionality. So either you have 10 participants or 500, the functionality is the same for you. So you pay only for participants.
Yes, thank you. That's right. We don't limit any functionality. If you want to have full functionality for free, then you can have it with 10 participants, and it's the same as if you have many more participants. So yeah, that's correct. So are there any questions? It seems like we don't have any questions. Maybe those questions will come a bit later. So just write them down, and we'll answer them in those social platforms. So thank you everyone for joining us today. We say bye-bye to you all. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.